Good morning. I'd like to call to order the Arapahoe County Board of County Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, October 11th, 2016. To my left is our attorney, Ron Carl, and to my far right is our assistant clerk to the board, Jolene Sanchez. Would you please call roll, Ms. Sanchez?
Commissioner Bachmann? Here. Commissioner Holland? Here. Commissioner Sharp is absent and excused. Commissioner Jackson? Here. Commissioner Joshi?
Here. Commissioner Jackson, would you please lead us in the pledge?
Certainly. Join me.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Carl, are there any modifications to the agenda?
There are no modifications to the agenda.
Thank you. May I please have a motion to adopt the agenda as presented?
I so move.
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Holland, seconded by Commissioner Jackson to adopt the agenda as presented. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed. Motion carries. Now is the time for any citizen wishing to address the board on any issue that is not on the agenda this morning. Please come forward. Seeing none, we'll move along. May I please have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved by Commissioner Jackson, seconded by Commissioner Holland to approve the consent agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed. Motion carries. We have one general business item this morning. Submission of the 2017 recommended budgets. Our attorney on this is John Christopherson. Would you please set the foundation for us?
Thank you, Madam Chair. This item was properly noticed, and the board has jurisdiction to proceed with receipt of the proposed budgets and to set the hearing dates for adoption of those proposed budgets.
Thank you. Our presenter this morning is Todd Weaver. Mr. Weaver, please go ahead.
Good morning, Board. Before you have the recommended budgets for 2017, we are not doing a formal presentation on its contents at this time. That'll be held at the study session next Tuesday on October 18th. But in front of you have the recommended budgets for 2017. They include the revenues and expenditures for next fiscal year for the Arapahoe County, for Arapahoe County Law Enforcement Authority, the Arapahoe County Recreation District, and the Arapahoe County Water and Wastewater Public Improvement District. They are in conformance with all the applicable constitutional and statutory requirements for the budget in Colorado law. And they also are, the general fund operating budget is structurally balanced. The total revenues in 2017 recommended are $357.4 million. The total expenses $365.5 million. Those are less than a 2% increase over 2016's adopted budgets. In the general fund, the revenues are $170.9 million, offset by expenses of $177.4 million. On an operating basis, it's $169.7 million in revenues, offset by $169.6 million in expenses. Right now, there is currently an $85,741 operating surplus in the general fund. The county mill levy right now, as of the recommended budget for 2017, will be 13.988 mills. That is a slight increase over 2016's mill levy of 13.856 due to the fact that there is growth in new construction, there is growth in inflation, but the small increase in assessed value overall permits us to reduce the temporary tax credit for 2017 to collect the amount allowable under Tabor. So as I said, I don't have much other detail for this morning, just to kind of give you the quick stats on the overall budgets for 2017. The Executive Budget Committee will present its recommendations at the study session on the 18th, and the resolutions before you set the date for the public hearing on the 25th and the dates for adoption of the 2017 budgets. So unless there are any questions, that concludes my presentation.
I just have one quick question. The $85,000 surplus, how does that compare to prior years?
We adopted the 2016 budget with a $170,000 surplus. I believe in prior years the surplus was around $300,000 to $400,000, and years prior to that it was actually larger than that. But
okay,
as compared to the only one that sticks in my head right now is 2016. That was $170,000. This is about half of that.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Commissioner Jackson.
Thank you. As a member of the Executive Budget Committee, I want to thank the staff for working so hard on this. It was a very complicated process this year, as is most years. So we want to thank you for that. And therefore, I move to approve the proposed resolution regarding receipt of the 2017 recommended budgets and to set the hearing dates for consideration and approval of the 2017 budgets.
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the proposed resolution by Commissioner Jackson, second by Commissioner Holland. Further discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Weaver. Thank you, Mr. Christopherson. Now is the time for any commissioner wishing to address the audience here before we adjourn, if you'd like to do so. Seeing none, the meeting is adjourned.